Okay, it says I'm live. I think it's live. That's what it says anyway. Oh, if only I could do a little testing to make sure everything is coming in, sounding good and groovy. Uh, let's see here. Let's see. Oh, that worked at least. Oh, anyways, just kind of faff about until people roll in if they want to roll in. So all my stuff set up for my mecha hack game. I push my figures back. I push my figures into my eyes. Hee hee. All right. Well, if nothing else, I can doobly do a little bit. Won't be a long stream, folks. Da-da. Always gotta have your graph paper out. Old solo games. Stone Reach. No. Do. Little RPG ASMR there. Listen to the sound of ripping notebook paper. Well, this right here, folks, video on demand people, is Stone Reach. Yeah, I drew it out. Actually, I drew it out a few months ago. But yeah, you have the tower, the manor tower, the quarry. People are digging out the stone. The titular tavern. This is sort of a church temple area. This is a sort of a more it's not an inn, it's not a tavern, it's just where visiting important people stay. Uh, like if the Sarret Lord comes into town, they'd stay there. A local tax collector or something like that, they won't stay at the tavern, they'll stay there. This is the apothecary. And I drew this little fountain inside this wooded area. Hold it up there. Maybe it'll focus. Probably not. Yeah, just a little bit north of the church. And you have the different roads going off to the guild hall, a little path leading to the hunter's lodge, and then the road heading south. And this is like a little transfer station. This is where like the farms they come, they drop off here. They have granary silos, and they package it, market for distribution to different towns and settlements. You have sort of a storefront area, different stores, mercantiles, things like that. Stables here. What else did I have? This is the forge, the little blacksmithing area. It's not really a blacksmithing town, but you got to have somebody to make nails, horseshoes, fittings. They probably don't make armor or anything like that. Let's see here. We've got Abaca Castle, the sheet for Dock District 9 for Abaca Castle. The Holler, which I don't know if I'm going to do that as a live play or an actual play. Because I got a lot of them going right now, and unfortunately I keep wanting to make more. So that's unfortunate. Okay, Bill Grand. The Grand Crossroads. Oh, yes, yes. For Mage Knight, actuarily, I have prep work. Prep work I can be doing a little bit of, since this is just very, very impromptu. If nothing else, people can catch this on the VOD. I guess my various notes and hopes of aspirations. House Preveo. House Preveo. We already did. I should mark something off. So this is a little bit, I guess, a little bit of a prep is play. Let's see, Grand Lodge. Let's see. Let's take a look at the hold account. Resources. I don't think anything major happened with resources. Trade. If we do this shovel thing, shoot, Hunter's Lodge, Workout Guild, Magic Shovel. I definitely think that's going to be the next step. Is they're going to have to go to the guild lodge where all like the original settling families kind of. It's kind of like their base of operations. So Talia is probably going to have to go there and discuss this magic shovel. The great old stump, fire won't work around that. That's definitely something that's probably going to pique their interest. Anyways, trade lore. I definitely think we can mark off lore. We can mark off a track of lore. News. For news, I definitely think that definitely the news of the tournament has got to be one. The kingdom, the Dwarven Kingdom to the south, which we will figure out. Actually, we can figure it out right now. We can figure it out live. Okay. All right, so they are in Sky Point. And so the kingdom to the southeast in the Overwind Forest. That's not that. I think it's this Dwarven Kingdom right here. Very, very small Dwarven Kingdom. Let's see. Do I have a place for notes? Not here. I don't. Shovel lore. Dwarven Kingdom to the south. Let's get a good dwarven name. Let's get a good dwarven name. Let's see here. I'm gonna. Don John 5e tools. Even though this is not 5e, we will. Oh, my computer's going so slow. It's trying to do too many things at once. Let's just go to fantasy. Random generator. Characters, NPCs. No, we want loot setting, castles, towns, cities, ships, worlds, and planes. Race dwarf. Zirazad. I like that. Zirazad. Thank you, random generator. All right. The kingdom to the south is Zirizad. Thank you, map. I will update you eventually. I might just make a new one because it's been 14, 18-ish years. What is it? I keep forgetting the things I write. Okay, so the previous last year it took place in 1344. It is now 1358. So yeah, that's 14 years. That's 14 years. 1 plus 1 plus 2 plus 1. You're going to hear me make that joke a heck of a lot, folks. Get used to it. I'm a fan of Clue. Offense. Probably didn't do much with offense. Defense? No. Intrigue. No, I don't think anything really happened with intrigue. Security? No. Diplomacy? I don't think anything really happened with diplomacy. Okay. So, what did I say? Okay, yeah, we start back up on the 18th of summer, I believe is what I had said. Do we get any more NPCs? I don't think we met anybody like really. Testing. Okay, I think I'm using the right mic. I hope at least. So, well, that definitely muted. I gotta double check that I'm using the right microphone here. Learning how to do all this. Okay. Okay, should be that one. Video on demand, people. I apologize. Groups. Maybe the Hunter's Lodge. We'll hold on off on that. We'll maybe we do one more thing with Hunter's Lodge, and we'll get that group involved. Diplomacy. No, nothing really diplomatic at the moment. Art. The magic. Not really anything terribly magical at the moment. So I think that's it for now. The sisters, nothing terribly great happening with that. The halfling scribe didn't really make an appearance. Dinah, that's how it's pronounced. Dinah, I was corrected by my wife. Dinah Dale, the dwarf alchemist. You know what? Let's do an art test. We're going to do an art test with Colts. And I'm going to say this is going to be a a really long thing. This might actually go in art. Golden egg. We're going to say this is a 4. I'm going to say it's a 4-1, but it's going to have like 5 parts. Okay, so we will be giving Colt a Dinah Dale. Okay, so 1 defense. Okay. So it's 4-1 against a 4-1. Okay. Let me. Yeah, we'll do this one. Okay, so it just needs one above the purple die. That was a failure. Gets one more chance. Nope. You know what? I have this stupid story point here. Anyway, I guess that would be a hero point. Yeah. For a reroll. And Colt is green. Colt is green. It's supposed to be, the greeny, emerald-eyed wizard. Okay, so one more than the blue. Bounce. All right, so that is one. Bring this down to a 4-0. We got one more. And that is a success. So Colt and Dinah are looking into this golden egg, and they think like it's definitely not natural. We might need to go like look at the chicken and observe it, and that might bother the farmer who has it, but we might need to do it to see if it's the chicken that's doing that, or if there's something about these eggs, because there should not be golden eggs. We are gonna 50-50 see if it's hollow or not. If it's hollow or if it's solid. I think that's what they're going to do. That's part of the experiment that they're doing. It is. I needed to. Okay. Low, it is hollow. High, it is not hollow. It is a solid substance. It is a solid substance. Okay. So here. It's a solid egg. Wonderful, wonderful. Let's see. What do I have next? Oh, Three Towers Bay. Definitely will be the next video. I guess don't quote me on that. We are going to finish up the first day of school for Konaru, meeting his quartet. I already did some prep over the weekend of like who we will meet, who's going to be the member of his quartet, which is going to be like his dorm mates, and sort of the people that he is going to be interacting with the most. And does have a list of classes. There are 6 main colleges at Three Towers Bay. There is the oldest colleges, which is the Arcanium and the Archive colleges. Then there is the War College, the Temple College, the Industrial College, and the Arts College. And those are really fun. We will get to see more of Mina McNash, Nora Delacroix, who my the players in my previous game remember. Lacey, this is her youngest sister. So it's going to be kind of interesting having Nora and Mina be friends, because Nora's older sister Lacey kind of had a thing with Mina's father when they were at school. And then Donarek Velker is a blood elf from the north. The northern borderlands, still not completely shrouded in mystery nowadays, but they're definitely seen as this. They're not a civilized nation. They're just a land with a bunch of free roaming tribes and various clans. Uh, but Doneric is part of an exchange program, just like Conneru is, except he comes from the north. And people from the northern borderlands have been coming to Three Towers Bay for quite a while. So they're a little bit more established. The various classes you will be taking. First is just a general studies. This is your basic, prerequisite sort of entry 101 classes. Uh, yeah, I guess I can go over them a little bit. My friends who watch my videos, I hope you watch my videos, guys. You'll get a kick out of this. Pinna Gale is a professor at Three Towers Bay, and she's going to be teaching Conneru in his Arcanium class. Colin Derby, that's right, Colin Derby is a professor at the Industrial College. Mike Riker, a Hornsent, is going to be teaching a class in the War College. Peyu Peyu Voka is a half-breed radiant halfling. Half-breeds are extremely rare. It's either divine intervention or some sort of sorcery that happens. Otherwise, two races cannot breed. And Peyu Peyu and Colin are married. I don't necessarily translate over that, oh, the woman takes the man's last name. I don't hold that like very strongly in my settings. Venomagus, hey, what's up? Glad you popped on from the Discord server. Yeah, just doing a little bit of prep as play, a little bit of showcasing what's going to be coming in, some more Omen adventures. Going over some of the teachers that Conneru is going to have. What else do I have here? Hera Hanger is a Radiant. Most of these come from my previous game that I was GMing using the simple solo system, but did it for group play, which I think worked out very well. Just you roll 2 d6s or whatever your dice size is, and it's the player rolling versus the bonus and defense of the outcome. They really enjoyed it. Some of the nuancy stuff I think was a little bit lost in translation because it can be kind of hard going from the Seattle company's D20 fantasy to something that doesn't use a D20. And I don't have 50 years of lore and testing behind me, so it was a little bit of a challenge. But I think they got it. The Art College, Calden Barkley, my friends who played, he was the dwarf bard that may or may not have had a thing for the dwarven princess back in the game. Anyways, he is going to be Conneru's art instructor, and I just jotted down some just little notes for what the next session will have. Play up the meetup between him and the quartet. Some sort of encounter. Play out the christening, which is kind of like all the first years. Not really get hazed, but it's like all the upperclassmen try to sort of claim them, like you want to be part of, our college and like our section of the Three Towers Bay Academy. Set up the dorm room because everybody loves uh, what is it called? Design simulator sort of things. Like, I'm gonna like get my room, hang this poster here, and put my armor there, and do this. Uh, at least it was fun for my players when I was running it. I think if I were to sit down and do it, I'll probably get like a piece of graph paper and start designing it that way. That'd probably be fine. Have them get cleaned up because there's probably going to be a shower scene. Nothing like explicit or graphic. I handle this content very maturely. These characters, they wouldn't have the very Puritan dispositions that a lot of us take when it comes to nudity, cleanliness. So I try to play it authentically to that setting. Yeah, I like doing that. Fun is play. Fun is play. Uh, so getting cleaned up, and it doesn't have to go too deep. There's, open showers. They're co-ed. Also, just kind of reflective of my thing. Like, I don't terribly care what bathroom you have. Wash your hands. If anybody's being a creep, you're going to get sorted out. Those are just kind of the people that I grew up with. If you were being, if you were being very impolite around the certain people that I hung out with, we let you know that, and you would get sorted out in turn and not welcome back into where we were. Or if it just so happened to be that the establishment that we were at catered to such folks, I'm like, well, we are never coming here if they want these kind of idiots coming in and are tolerating them. Some other encounter of some sort, just like really set up some sort of classmate rivalry. That always works good in academia fantasy. Like, I didn't want to call this like dark academia. I know that's like the catch-all word that people like, but it's not really dark. It's just fantastical academia, and I don't want to pitch it as like Ruby, like it's adventuring school. Like, no, it's like Oxford or Cambridge or the University of Idaho. Like, it's a big campus. There's different colleges like law, medical, the arts, sciences. Like, it's all here. It's just some people use magic, and some people go there to like, I'm going to learn how to govern my father's lands, and to do that I'm going to need to learn how to swing a sword and defend it. Let's see, first year ritual. So the first years, they have to establish some sort of ritual that they do, and every year at the new year they perform the ritual again. Ritual is very important in Three Towers Bay. There's a lot of unspoken and sort of learned truths and magic. Like, you don't want to declare minced oaths like you either give this back or I'll kill you. The school has a power that if they don't give it back, you are compelled to end their life. Or very rarely does it get to that state, but it's sort of like that. If you say like, hey, lend me your textbook and I'll give you my notes from this class. Well, if you get the textbook, you won't be able to find your notes. The magic of the academy will just transport your notes from the other class to that person. It seems wittily, a little Deus Ex Machina, sort of like it's to force a scene to happen. But I like to use it with my players. So like, don't have your characters just say things like take them seriously in this world with these rules. Kind of backfired on one of the players. But what are you going to do? Like that's part of the game sometimes. And some other encounter. So yeah, I might do just like a record in my car, just a little RP Rebel and Lacey meeting back up again. He is married to someone else, another NPC that I had in our game, Zadel Appleboard. She is an Orc Ranger, the daughter of a very famous Orc Ranger. And basically, Rebel had to marry her in order to keep one of their other friends to stay in Three Towers Bay. Whole bunch of politics that nobody but me probably cares about, and maybe one or two of my previous players, again, if they are watching or watching on video on demand. Tan, the Red Hood. He's a wild halfling from the north. Lots of backstory there. And then I just kind of jotted down sort of like what is the school drama? It is the year of the horse. I kind of like to go off of the Chinese zodiac. Last year was the year of the serpent, and the stories and games from that sort of coalesced around certain serpent themes. The shedding of skin, growing, deceit, which is I don't know if it's a universal concept that the serpent is something evil and deceitful. It definitely is in Christian cultures. But that sort of element, the horse, I'm not quite sure what to do with. But then I remembered episode 1 of Three Towers Bay, the halfling that he got into a fight with at the dock. Is that your own wolf? Yes, this is Omen. The whole of my videos will take place in Omen. Part of it I wanted to show how easy it was to play different systems in the same world, but right now it's just been my simple solo system. Actually, I had like a fever dream over the weekend. No, that's not entirely accurate. I watched the Dungeons and Dragons Warlock trailer, and like I miss playing Warlocks. I was/am still a Warlock main, and I also have been on this big Mortal Kombat kick since the second trailer for Mortal Kombat 2 dropped. My son loves it. Like you're still a little too young to go see the movie, but then again, I forget how old I was when I started playing the Mortal Kombat 2 video game. Your rule set too? Yeah. Just the simple solo system. I've explained it on previous videos, but it's pretty much 2d6. One of them is your character and respective bonuses to the task. The other represents the obstacle, and they have a bonus they have a bonus and a sort of difficulty, and you roll them, trying to get the higher number. Like, let's say this character had like a +2 and the challenge was just like a +1, that would be a success. And you mark down the difficulty of the obstacle by 1 until it gets past or below 0. And it's as simple as that at its base. There's other abilities, like you can have like there's a momentum track. Like if you complete an obstacle, you gain a momentum. You can spend a momentum to give like a bonus to certain things. You can take a strain to get bonuses. If you get 5 strains, that's kind of like you're done for the day. Not necessarily dead. I don't have hit points because this is more, I wanted to say theatrical, but that's not quite cinematic. not that I haven't had characters die. I've had characters die because I thought, like, you know what, in this moment with this failure, yeah, I think it's just the end for him. But it's not like uh not abstract. Like very authentically, your character's down to 0 hit points. Oh yeah, that movie I would have him watch. I think the only thing that might scare him a little bit is when Scorpion takes off his hood and it's the flaming skull. Uh, this boy, this boy cried. Well, that was also like when he was 5. He cried during Star Wars. He's a very sensitive boy. But yeah, he's probably going to be getting into more mature content as he is 10 now. But yeah, I am probably going to be doing A5E using a warlock. Probably won't have this set up. I'll just do a share screen with D&D Beyond. Shinobi and Ronin, those are solo games, and they are very, very fun. I plan on doing that. Some of these, like, I'm just going to take a weekend, block off like 2 or 3 hours, pump out or record a couple of these, and then upload them. And I want to do Koriko A Magical Year, but I don't think that is something that I'm going to record. That might be sort of like a play report where I do the thing and I come back and I narrate what happened. I don't know how much fun that would be to watch, but I'll give it a shot. Yeah. So these are games that I plan on playing on this channel in the future. That isn't my simple solo system. Because when I started this, I really wasn't sure. Like, I thought I would just play games. And I wasn't really into what a lot of game channels do, which is review a game, you play it off screen, and come back and tell people about it. I don't really want to be like a review channel, but I guess I wouldn't mind. Wraithhound is probably coming this fall, because that is another designed to be solo game that is a lot of fun. I'm gonna have to clear all this out because there's a huge board of cards. Not a huge, but it's a 3x3 stack of cards, but it starts taking up real estate on the table. Oh, what time is it? I think I can go a little bit more. Yeah, I wish I was better at explaining my own thing. It's one thing I've noticed with me, the difference between my designer brain and my promoter brain. They don't like to shake hands all that much. Like, I know how this works. I'm like, well, you can't just give somebody your brain like with the game. You got to figure out a way to explain it. I'm glad you think it's interesting. I think it's interesting. Whether it succeeds or not in my metrics is completely different. Yeah, worked a little bit on Abaca Castle, just rolling up and sort of figuring out the next episode. So it's a little pre-scripted, I guess. I don't like rolling up and then figuring out and interpreting while I'm recording the play. I like to come in with like a little bit of I think this is what's going to happen. See here, Mage Knight did the same thing. That's going to be coming out. Oh my gosh, there needs to be more time in the day. I only have so many hours to record these things. But the live stream's been fun. All right. I think we're going to wind down. Anybody who missed it, the live stream can catch the video on demand. That will be up. Oh, first live of Omen Adventures. Yeah. I did 05 launch last week. because I had to wait 24 hours for this thing to allow me to live stream. All right. I think that's it. Hey, thanks for stopping by and chat. And video on demand people, go ahead and leave comments and subscribe. Thanks for stopping by and chat. And video on demand people, go ahead and leave comments and subscribe, share, all that stuff. I do appreciate it. Doing a little subscriber goal giveaway on my other channel, 05 Launch. Can be giving away 2 copies of Mecha Hack and the Mission Manual at the end of March. I'll probably make a community post about sort of rules for entering into it. And yeah, we'll finish that up. Everybody take care. Bye-bye. Wait, how do I turn this off again? End stream. Awesome. All right. Later.